The Presidential Climate Commission outlined the steps to accelerate the country's Just Energy Transition Investment Plan announced by Cyril Ramaphosa at COP27. The aim is to fast-track the retirement of coal-powered stations, the deployment of renewable energy, repurposing mine sites, and support green hydrogen and low-carbon transport technologies. But there are concerns that the plan can potentially lead to unemployment for coal miners and those involved in the value chain. The Commission came up with recommendations to address negative economic and social impact of the just energy transition.
The core is industrialization and diversification. And so the example I often use is if we manage to do a one-for-one job swap from jobs that might be lost in coal to those gained in renewables, unemployment in Mpumalanga would still be 40%. And so we have to be able to deliver more jobs to those regions. And so thinking about developing other competitive industries is really important, as well as supporting services to those industries.
Another recommendation is for electricity pricing.
If we are not able to resolve the inherent sustainability limitations of the current pricing system, we will perpetuate existing challenges and crises. The commissioners have called for an urgent review of electricity pricing. Secondly, stakeholders at the colloquium argued that the free basic electricity system should be reformed. Thirdly, we urgently need to upgrade the transmission and distribution grids. A penultimate enabler is building the capacity of local government. Local government has a fundamental role to play in electricity distribution, energy efficiency, and small-scale generation.
The Commission says despite the recent surge in coal demand, fossil fuels will diminish as the world is moving towards net zero carbon emissions by 2050.
There have been no coal mines that have closed yet as a result of the transition. I mean, as you've all probably been following, global coal demand peaked as a result of the war in Ukraine and this energy crisis that was triggered. And South Africa's coal producers have benefited enormously from that surge in demand. That is starting to tail off. And our big concern is that coal demand is going to drop dramatically as we move into the 2030s. So hence the urgency for planning around the just transition.
The Commission says if all their proposed measures were to be adopted, the country would be in line with the nationally determined contribution targets of reducing emissions by 2030. Bumelelo Maphalala, SABC News, Johannesburg.